The Triple Crown has been described as the holy grail of racing. Indeed, it is legend-making and endlessly pursued by all. But for many years now, it seems like it has another aspect to it. You see, for a long time now, the Triple Crown has become mission impossible.
There is no greater accomplishment in the sport of thoroughbred racing than to win the Triple Crown. 3 races in the spring of each year, restricted to 3-year-olds, contested during a 5-week period at 3 different distances and at 3 different tracks. The Triple Crown is revered by many as the holy grail of racing, and indeed immortality awaits the equine athlete capable of parlaying victories in the Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Stakes. There have been 11 such champions in the past 125 years, but none have been able to accomplish this incredibly difficult feat since the firm did it in 1978. And on this, the 30-year anniversary of thoroughbred racing's last Triple Crown winner, we take a brief look back at its rich history and its recent close calls.
The Seattle Slew I seen in the Florida Derby when the jockey reached up to take a hold of him at the 8th, only opened up about 8 more on him. So those kind of horses stand out to you.
The race where Silver Charm won the Derby, Freehouse was fighting him on the inside. Captain Bodger came up on the outside, and you had those 3 horses digging in for everything they had. The jockeys on those 3 horses were fighting with everything they had. If they had knives or guns, they'd have killed each other probably.
I'd say that the Triple Crown that sticks out the most in my mind was our last Triple Crown winner, affirmed in the great races with Alydar and affirmed all the way through the Triple Crown, each one getting more exciting. The young Steve Coffin, 17 years old, youngest jockey to ever win the Triple Crown.
Racing's first to win the Triple Crown was Sir Barton, who captured the Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Stakes way back in 1919. But the colt's owner, J.K.L. Ross, didn't know it, nor did anybody else, because the term Triple Crown wouldn't be associated with a victory in all 3 races until 1930, when daily racing form turf writer Charles Hatton coined the phrase while writing about Gallant Fox's race for the crown. But even then, Triple Crown winners, while not exactly a dime a dozen, came along at a fairly regular rate. Between 1935 and 1948, there were no less than 6 Triple Crown winning thoroughbreds, including the likes of War Admiral, you remember him from the Seabiscuit movie, and 2 owned by the legendary Calumet Farm, Whirlaway, and Citation, a Triple Crown hero in 1948, who won 27 of his first 29 starts. During this time period, winning the Triple Crown was nice, but no big deal. Yet it became a considerable feat a quarter of a century later when Secretariat emerged as the first horse in 25 years to win all 3 races. Furthermore, his 31-length victory in the 1973 Belmont Stakes in track record time could very easily be called the greatest individual performance in the history of thoroughbred racing. 4 years later, in 1978, another brilliant colt, Seattle Slew, captured the imagination of the American public by winning the Triple Crown. But when Affirmed did the very same thing the following year, suddenly the magnitude of the accomplishment seemed to have cheapened just a bit. During the present 30-year drought, there have been 11 horses who have won both the Derby and Preakness, only to be foiled in the final leg. None came closer than Real Quiet in 1998, when he was tagged right on the wire by Victory Gallop. But the most recent heartbreaker came in 2004, when undefeated Smarty Jones seemed headed for victory, only to weaken in the final 100 yards and be run down by a long shot named Birdstone. In addition to the 11 horses who won both the first 2 jewels, you can add 5 others who managed to win the Derby and Belmont, or the Preakness and Belmont. That adds up to 16 times in the past 30 years we have seen a colt win 2 Triple Crown races, but not all 3. As the saying goes, close, but no cigar. With so many recent close calls, you may be wondering why we haven't had a Triple Crown winner in so long. Some would suggest that it's nothing more than a string of bad luck. Others may have another theory.
Well, the question is, why hasn't anybody won the Triple Crown since Affirmed 30 years ago? It's really quite simple if you're smart enough. The stars have not been aligned properly, and that's due to global warming.
Whatever the reason, if you're now 30-something and you've never seen a Triple Crown winner, hang in there.
There's going to be a horse of greatness that has all the qualities to go on and win a Triple Crown.
There'll be another Triple Crown horse, I can tell you that.
Triple Crown winners are just 1 in a jillion, maybe not a million. And it's just that rare one that's going to pop up. When they pop up, sometimes, like Affirmed and Seattle Slew, maybe they'll pop up right within a few years. But again, they shouldn't be here till they're well deserved.